So I'm here with Brough today at the Art of Recovery Expo at the Detox to Rehab booth. Brough, how you doing?
I'm doing well today. I'm
Wonderful.
glad to be here. Thank you, Andrew, for this time to share.
Our absolute pleasure. So what brings you to the Art of Recovery Expo today?
I have been coming to this probably almost every year since it began. I know Barbara Brown. I'm in support of recovery being open to the public and more people knowing about this and having it not be so much of a secret. And that's what brings me here. Plus, I know almost everybody here because all the professionals that I work with here, I've seen patients here that I've worked with over the years.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to network and see people.
Definitely, definitely. So what drew you to this field? What has you working in the treatment industry, let's call it?
I've been blessed. I got clean and sober in 1982, 33 years ago.
Wow.
It was a miracle that it happened, and I was 27 years old. I didn't have a career, and I found myself doing service work. I found myself being asked to do things and volunteering, and my sponsor always said, if somebody asks you to do something, you do it. And I kept doing things, and pretty soon I find myself working at treatment centers, working as a BHT or doing something.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, maybe I should go get a degree and do something. So I got a bachelor's degree, and then I got a master's degree and got licensed as a therapist. And I've been doing that for almost 30 years. And it's great. I love it.
Yeah. So a lot of times, and I'm sure you're familiar with this, we hear of that moment of clarity, that moment when you're like, you know, what I'm doing right now, this is not working. What did that look like for you? Share that with us.
Well, it's funny, or not funny necessarily, but interesting that I didn't go to treatment. I mean, I was definitely in a crisis in my life, but my parents did an intervention on me and said, you need to go to treatment. I was 27 years old. I had nothing to show for my life. And so my parents gave me an opportunity to go to treatment, and that was my spiritual experience because I showed up in treatment with no expectations of what it was going to be, and that was my introduction to recovery. So,
great. Well, Brough, there's a lot of people out there that are still sick and suffering from this disease. I'm sure you know this, as we all do. You know, and you have the opportunity right now to kind of convey a message to them. What would you say?
Well, for one thing, there's help everywhere. We recovery people are everywhere. That's why I don't think it's good that we keep this a secret. I think the more we can promote this, the more that we can put information out there, the more resources we have, the more people can find what we do. I have a web page. All the treatment centers that I've worked with have web pages. I know young people especially are looking on the internet.
Yeah.
There's lots of information. Detox to Rehab, what a great idea. I think that for me, it's like, don't give up hope. Just keep reaching out. All of us have had to do that. I mean, it's there. I haven't, over the last 33 years, it hasn't been easy, and I've had to reach out for help for other things since I've been in recovery, but there always have been people there and resources there for me, and I want to be part of that solution.
Yeah.
I love being part of that solution.
Definitely. Well, Brough, I want to thank you once again for spending some time with us here at the Detox to Rehab booth, and
thank you
enjoy your day. Our pleasure. Thank you.